Today, I'm going to inform you of the pros and cons of breastfeeding. Would you rather spend $820 a year or $0 a year on providing food for your newborn child? Would you want to know that your child is receiving natural nutrients over lab-made ones? I had first-hand experience with breastfeeding as a mother. I was able to save money and have that extra bonding time with my son. I didn't have to worry about packing bottles and formula. Everything I needed was right on me. I know from being a mother that having a baby costs a lot of money from all the other necessities they need, but one thing I can say is that breastfeeding has saved a lot of money for me. In this speech, I'm going to discuss the importance of breastfeeding, along with how it can help new mothers save money. Breastfeeding has its pros. There is no right or wrong choice, just the healthiest choice for you and your baby. Before settling on a decision, make sure you know all the information. Breastfeeding contains active infection-fighting white blood cells and natural chemicals that give increased protection against infection in the first months of life. According to the American Pregnancy, humans have two types of protein, whey and casein. These proteins have a great infection protection properties. Leukocytes are living cells that are only found in breast milk, and they help fight infection. It is the antibodies, living cells, enzymes, and hormones that make breast milk ideal. They cannot be added into formula. Breast milk is always available, anywhere, anytime, when you need it, it's there. The composition of breast milk changes with the weather. No extra material is needed. It is the most convenient method, and when I say convenient, it benefits during the late nights and needing to feed your baby ASAP. I know what getting up at 3 in the morning feels like. Breastfeeding saves money because it's free. Mothers do not have to spend hundreds of dollars on formula, bottles, and cleaning supplies for those bottles. The money can be used elsewhere. As a mother, saving money is something that caught my attention. I had only got to breastfeed for a couple of months before I had to switch to formula, and it was not cheap. Babies go through a lot of milk, which I did not notice when I was breastfeeding. Formula adds up quickly. When breastfeeding, a mother is also creating a special bond between her child, along with giving them the nutrients they need when they need it. No extra cost is needed. Although with every good idea, there's cons to that idea. Breastfeeding has its cons too. The cons of breastfeeding. By choosing to breastfeed, mothers are giving up more of their time and have to always be around when the baby is hungry. It is harder for mothers who choose to go back to work. Not all workplaces provide a place for mothers to pump, and a cold storage place for mothers to store their milk. It makes it harder for mothers to want to continue to breastfeed. But a lot of mothers do not want to deal with the extra work of requesting frequent pump breaks, having to pack up all the pumping equipment, and bring it with them to work. But the biggest factor to why mothers stop breastfeeding or pumping is that their job does not give them the time. Those types of jobs are like plane attendants, servers, and drivers. Mothers also have to watch their diets. Mothers that are breastfeeding are still feeding for two. They need to make sure that they are eating healthy foods and taking in the extra calories needed. Mothers are not supposed to consume alcohol, for it can be transferred to the baby. Mothers can drink, but they will have to do a pump and dump, which is pumping out the contaminated milk and dumping it out. When I did this, I felt like I was throwing away gold. All my hard work down the drain. It was not fun. Breastfeeding can be painful. Mothers that deal with uncomfortable or painful problems. Some common problems are breast enlargement, plugged milk ducts, and sore nipples. Some other problems mothers run into is leaking. When breasts are too full, they will start to leak. So mothers often have to carry an extra shirt or two. Breastfeeding can be hard, and it's not for all mothers. Once a mother goes back to work, it can become harder to breastfeed. The dieting becomes harder, and the breast can become uncomfortable, including throughout the day. Breastfeeding can go one way or the other, or not at all in some cases. Every mother will have her own idea on the subject, but trying is better than not at all. If you're looking to save money and have less to worry about, breastfeeding is the way to go. Many mothers are doing it, and it saves money. The money saved can be used elsewhere or for the future, and other needs of the baby or the future. As a mother, the one thing we do is produce milk to give to our babies and share a bond that we wouldn't be able to do by bottle feeding. Just keep in mind, breastfeeding is also not for all mothers, but it is worth trying. In conclusion, breastfeeding is cost effective and stress-free. Why not choose the free option? Plus, the benefits is so rewarding. But also keep in mind, it's just not for everyone, and that is totally okay.